society. And I would stop here. So thanks a lot.
Shukran. Thank you so much, Dr. Christopher. Really, it's a very nice topic, very valuable topic. This is it comes of great of experience. Now we will transfer to the third speaker, Mr. David T. He is the Senior Consultant in European Business and Innovation Center Network in Brussels. Mike to you, sir.
Good afternoon, everybody.
Good afternoon.
I'll just share my screen with you.
Yes, okay.
Sure, okay. That's all right. And can you hear me?
It's okay.
Can you hear me, everybody? Yes?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay. So good afternoon, good morning if you're in America, good evening if you're in India like I am. My name is David T. I'm a senior consultant with EBN, as mentioned. We're a network of business and innovation centers headquartered in Brussels, Belgium. Let me just get the right slide here. Okay. For about 35 years, we're an international network of what we call European Union Business and Innovation Centers, or BICs. The BICs were created back in the 1980s as a regional development tool to help areas of Europe where traditional industry had moved away, and they were looking to support innovation and innovative ideas and new businesses. And so the European community, as it was back then, created this tool, and they set up a number of these BICs in different parts of Europe. And the BIC's role is to support, let's say, innovation, not only within startups, but also within existing SMEs who might want to evolve and develop their innovative capabilities. So the BIC's role is to sort of gather around them all the elements of an innovation ecosystem. So they create these local systems out of industry, a local university, the chambers of commerce and industry, maybe even some large businesses that might happen to be in the area as well. And after a while, the Commission felt that given that these BICs were being successful, it was a good idea to create a kind of umbrella association to connect them together and create a kind of pan-European ecosystem of ecosystems. And so EBN was born from that. Initially, EBN was funded by the Commission, but for 20 years we've been an independent, not-for-profit organization funded out of members' fees and out of projects that we participate in on a competitive basis. So we're at the heart of the sort of innovation ecosystem. So there's sort of four things where we focus our activities. Firstly, on supporting regional economic development. That's where we see the role of the BIC being. It has a very much a regional focus. BICs are located in specific places, and their role is to help support the economy, create jobs, high quality jobs in innovative companies, and support the development of the regional economy. We focus on quality. Quality is a key part of this, and we try and as you later in the talk, there is a quality system around which all of the BICs operate to try and make sure that they are giving the best to their innovators and their startups. We connect into finance, and because we are a network of quality business support organizations, the financial community likes to work with our members because we provide them with high quality deal flow for their activities. And again, because we are an international network, internationalization is clearly at the heart of what we do, and helping companies scale internationally is a key part of our operation. So, as I said, 35 years ago, the need for support was identified, and we put our efforts into helping these members create these local innovation ecosystems. And each year we conduct a survey of our members, and we ask them a whole bunch of questions, and we find out exactly what they've been up to and what they've achieved. And we create an impact and activity report, which is available on our website, that describes all of the things that the members have been doing. So the last survey was done for the 1919 year, And we showed that our members have helped create 4,300 companies across Europe and outside Europe, and almost 20,000 jobs in those companies. The top areas of innovation are around environment and energy, health and ICT. So we can see that EBN is having an impact, and EBN members are having an impact across the board. And the way in which we operate, I think, has been proven to be successful, year after year. One of EBN's vice presidents from a BIC in Asturias in northern Spain sort of describes what it means to be a BIC. So basically what she's saying, that the BICs are here to bring together the innovators, the SMEs, the startups, the universities, the chambers, and to create an ecosystem within their region that can have a positive and strong impact in exactly what they're doing. So these mini regional ecosystems are what BICs create, and what EBN does is bring those ecosystems together at an international level. If we look at the support that the quality, the sort of certification of the members. So the EU BIC label is a label that the European Commission has enabled EBN to give to other organizations. The label has been around, let's say, for 35 years, and EBN now has the unique ability to grant this label onto organizations that fit into the EU BIC philosophy. And to get a certification, there's a process. It's not just, you don't just apply and you get it. You apply to become a BIC. You think your organization fulfills the criteria. You fill in the questionnaire that I mentioned. If the questionnaire looks like your organization is going to become a BIC, then we send a very experienced BIC director to go and visit the organization, spend a day with them, meet the staff, meet the stakeholders, meet some of the clients, look at what they're doing, look at how they're operating, and come back and produce a report that sort of says, yes, we think this organization fits the bill, or perhaps it will fit the bill with a little bit of extra effort. And it then goes to a committee of another group of very experienced BIC directors who make a decision on whether the organization should receive the label. And in most cases, we don't spend the time with organizations that we don't think will fit. So normally an organization will get a 3-year contract to use the label and to promote themselves as a BIC, or perhaps a 1-year contract with some areas where we expect some work to be done during the year, and we'll assess it again at the end of that year. And if they fulfill those changes, then we can give them a 3-year contract. Now, the BIC label has been proven to be valuable in terms of increasing the impact of those organizations in their regions. Back in 2014, the European Court of Auditors asked EBN to look at 10 countries around Europe and look at how the money that had been spent on creating incubators compared with those organizations that were BIC. So the EU has funded a lot of incubators, basically the physical infrastructure of incubators across Europe, and they wanted to see how well that money had been spent. And so they asked us to push those organizations through our quality system and compare them with our existing BICs that were operating in those countries. And it was clear from that report, and again, that report's available on our website, it's clear from that report that those organizations that followed the BIC philosophy, which really focuses on services rather than on infrastructure, they were doing much better in terms of the number of companies created, the lifetime of those companies, how long they lasted after they were created, the quality of the jobs that were created within those businesses. And so we know that the BIC concept is one that does have an additional value when it's operated correctly within a particular location. Just briefly, as time I know is short, we run a particular value chain. So we look at how the BIC operates all the way from stimulating its services in the market, how it tries to attract new ideas into the organization, how it selects those for support, then the startup services that are provided, and then the scale-up services that go on beyond that. So there's a process that we look at. We don't prescribe exactly how an organization should deliver these services, but we need to know that they are doing it all, because we need to make sure the BIC has a strong presence in its region and is the kind of go-to place for innovation support. A little bit about this access to finance. So as I said, because we run a strong quality control system through our organizations and through our members, the finance community is very interested in the companies that our members are supporting. We do a very rigorous selection process, and so we are trying to pick the winners. And as a result of that, we're able to attract the finance. So in the last year, 2019, the network helped raise over 600 million euros for companies within the network. Some 5,000 companies were supported with some kind of financing. The majority of which was around startup financing, but the full range is reflected there from pre-seed all the way through to scaling. And scaling, of course, is the fourth area where we work, scaling the innovation, connecting our members, companies to other members who can then go on and support them in their particular local markets. So 5,000 odd companies were supported in the last year that we measured it. Because most of our members are within the EU, 72% of the internationalization happened between EU countries, but there was a clear interest also in the US and in Asia as destinations for the internationalization process. And we have a kind of process that looks at both sides of the equation. So if a company is looking to internationalize to a new target country, they would work with their local BIC and operate what we call the smart takeoff service. So in this service, the BIC would help them identify the most suitable target countries, the most suitable potential partners in those countries, the right kind of markets, assess whether their product fits or needs to be adapted for the target market, and so on. And connecting then through to a BIC in the target country is made through the network, and the company then can be handed across. And we know, because both sides are BICs, they're going to be looked after well and they're going to be supported well. And so we provide a very soft landing for the companies into the target countries. So within the network, we've got 175 plus members in 30 countries. The majority are EU, but we're also in North America, South America, Asia, and Africa. Within those members, we have 650 plus experts who are providing this support day by day to the innovators, the startups, and so on. And they can also, as I said, work with companies coming in from other members. And some 25,000 companies are being currently supported and benefiting from the services that you get from being within an EBN member.
Sorry for interruption,
Mr. Final slide.
Yes.
This is my final slide. So any organization interested in becoming a part of the sort of EBN family, if you are already supporting businesses, supporting innovation, come and talk to us. Maybe you can be certified as an EU BIC. This has value in many ways. You can connect to the best practice that's operating between the members. You can share your skills. You can access other members' expertise, and you can participate in projects. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Appreciate for saving the time, and we hope to give a long time for everybody, but unfortunately the time is limited. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. David. Right now we will be with Engineer Iman Al-Badr. Engineer Iman, she's one of the best experience that I work with, and I really she is the head of GCC Intellectual Property and Training Center and for GCC. She's in الكويت. مهندس إيمان تفضلي حياك الله.